What about this film made you select it as the project you would do after so many years?
I thought it was so inspiring. I've never actually heard of anyone who was quite this. It was the pinnacle of heroism. I mean, it was like, wow. And he inspired me. And I couldn't be like that, I don't think, not in a million years. But it gives us all hope, I think, that if we can see someone who behaves like an ordinary man in hideous circumstances, doing extraordinary things, I think it speaks to me, speaks to my soul, and hopefully to others, you know. So I think it's a story worth telling. If you're going to spend 18 months on something, it better be worthwhile.
Why is it so important to you, given your refusal to even touch a weapon to serve in a combat unit?
Because when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, I took it personal. Everyone I knew was on fire to join up, including me. I had a job in a defense plant. I could have taken a deferment, but that ain't right. It isn't right that other men should fight and die, that I would just be sitting at home safe. I need to serve.
What did you like and not like about the process of working on Hacksaw?
Oh, my God. I loved everything about it. I mean, the actors that I got, for example, I mean, I've worked on films where you know, you had actors who never acted before, ever. You know, a whole cast of them on this film I did called Apocalypto.
Right. Yeah, I love that.
And it was like, that was a very interesting, it's time consuming, but it was very rewarding. And I found out that I'm actually not a bad acting teacher because I would instruct them and said, it's all about breathing. And they believed me. They looked at me like I knew what I was talking about. But, oh my God, what was the question again, though?
What you like the most and what you feel uncomfortable with? I mean, it's interesting because Hitchcock hated shooting, famously. Directors tend to have certain strengths and certain weaknesses.
Yes.
What area do you like the most and feel the most comfortable in, and the opposite?
Yeah, I like telling stories where no one says anything. And it's just wonderful to me to be able to sort of speak volumes without dialogue. Dialogue is necessary and important, and there are certainly films where it's, you know, dependent on that for sure, and it's dialogue heavy, and that's the style of what you're doing. But I had this actor called Andrew Garfield in the film. This kid is amazing, and he speaks volumes without words, and you can see his soul through his eyeballs, you know.
What do you think when people say, I won't see that, it's a Mel Gibson movie?
I was on live television one time, and Anderson Cooper sort of got it. People actually booed when the credits on your film came up at the beginning of the movie. And I'm saying, like at the beginning of the film, when my name came, yeah, they booed. And I said, the credits aren't on the beginning of the film. So he's full of shit.
So that doesn't bother you?
It doesn't bother me a bit.
The past years, you had some personal issues.
Yes.
How did that affect your approach to your work?
Oh, my God. Any experience you have in life enriches your work somehow, good or bad, I think. So, you know, I developed a lot of things when I had some time off. It was the off-season, you might say. And it was, I did a lot of stuff. And it's just, you know, so good to be able to sort of come back and do what I love doing, just tell stories.
Mel, could walk us through one of your most difficult days on the set of one of your films?
Oh, my God.
Because your films often have huge spectacle, hundreds of extras, actors everywhere. Give us an example of a terrifying day.
Yeah, there's like 3,000 people on the set. You got 9 cameras. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of people to feed. There's people complaining. Everybody has to be in the right place at the right time to get the shot. I mean, logistically speaking, you need a pretty good team of people around you to deal with that stuff, and you need a lot of energy. I remember before they had all these monitors so you could look at all the different cameras, I was on a 4-wheeler in a kilt with long hair, just like going around and looking at all the cameras and saying, that's a good shot. Can you like do this with the frame or put another lens on or whatever it happened to be? How many decisions do you get asked in an hour, right? When you're in the chair, how many questions, how many decisions do you have to make? And I mean, like that. And you got to do it fast. Especially now, I mean, look, I think we've all been relegated to the area where we're sort of independent films. Am I right here? It's kind of independent filmmaking. This is a whole new cinematic landscape. You don't have the luxuries that you used to anymore. I just did a film, this Hacksaw Ridge thing. I had 59 days. Right? I had twice that time on Braveheart, and I had more of a budget, and that was 20 years ago. I had 59 days to do like 3 major pitch battle sequences and stuff with the logistical nightmare of explosions and extras and soldiers and stunts and everything else. And it's just, I don't know. You don't know how you're going to do it. We're all just storytellers, right? I mean, I've told stories to children. I ate stories. We need stories because when we're kicked into this planet, we're like this little stranger on the earth, and we need to hear these things to reaffirm who we are in relation to our planet, our environs, and everyone else, you know? So, yeah, it's just something that you can't switch it off. I mean, you get sick of it, but you can't switch it off.
Hi, I'm Taraji P. Henson.
What's going on? I'm Alicia Keys.
Matt Damon.
Naomi Harris.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. For more videos,
Be sure to subscribe to Hollywood Reporter.
I don't work for the Hollywood Reporter. They paid me to say that, though.